such a great pleasure, and it's just so incredible to have a great opportunity to be here um, as a good pianist, hopefully, and also as a messenger of peace. I must say, this is the most honored, the great honored job, or I wouldn't say this is a job. This is a real honor, I must say, to my life. I still remember last year, about the same time, that I got this beautiful messenger of peace from Mr. Ban Ki-moon, and our aim is to build more schools for 57 million kids out of school around the world, and that's still our today's aim. And I also say that I'm really proud, as the founder of the Lang Lang International Music Foundation, we have the great chance to work with United Nations today on this special occasion, which we invited more than 80 kids from all over the world to form a United Nations Day Youth Orchestra. And in the same time, to have my foundation's children, which is I believe the most talented children, as the super futures pianist, they are coming to perform with us as well. So I'm so proud. And I think, I played at UN Day concert before, I think like 5 years ago. I did some kind of short piece. And I did a Jazz Day concert a few years ago with my great friend Herbie Hancock. But today, to come back to play Tchaikovsky piano concerto here, and also to play two songs with my favorite musician, Sting, it's going to be spectacular. We still haven't had a rehearsal yet, but I have the music here, so no worries. And also, I want to say that we are very pleased to have my good friend Manuel Lopez-Gomez here to lead this wonderful orchestra. And I just want to say that I want to thank everyone at UN to give us the chance to unite our next futures artists and to do a peace concert and to do a concert for peace. And I think they are the future of our world. We are not the future anymore. I'm more than 30 years old, so I'm kind of quite present today. And I really hope that this concert will have a beautiful memory into our UN Days concert history, and it will have a good message to unite everyone in the world to do better for the world peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Lang Lang. And we are all looking forward for the concert tonight. Our next speaker is conductor Manuel Lopez-Gomez, one of the biggest talents to emerge from the renowned El Sistema music program in Venezuela. In addition to conducting engagements with many other of the world's top orchestras, Manuel serves as the national music director of the El Sistema in Colombia. Manuel, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you all. We just feel today very excited, very happy to share this very special anniversary. And I think it's going to be very special because we are going to celebrate through music and with young people. We know that the young people are this kind of special energy. I just have 3 days rehearsing with them, and it's very amazing when you work with these young musicians. But they are young, but they are doing, as a professional musician, they are doing wonderfully, and we are very excited. We feel also very honored to be of part of this and to be invited by Lang Lang Foundation to celebrate this wonderful. And as music, as the universal language, I think is the best speech for today. Do it through the music, with a message of love, with a message of peace, and of course with a message of union between every country around the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And one of the 80 young performers in the orchestra that comes from the 5 continents is Alexandra Mukiri, who is from Kenya. She's 16 years old. She plays the violin, and I would like to give her the floor to say a few words.
I love Kenya. I actually been there as a transit to Tanzania as a UNICEF ambassador in 2004. So yeah, I love the country, and Nairobi is pretty cool.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for having me here. This is fun. And yeah, United Nations Day, it's great that we're representing it with an international youth orchestra, because really the United Nations and its founding represented a paradigm shift in the world, because it just showed how different countries could be united in different ways. And music is the best way to do this, particularly with all the kids from all over the world just playing music together, and we've never met each other before. And it's just amazing how, despite the boundaries that there may be, that we've found a way to communicate, we've found a way to bond, we've found a way to share these things. And it just encourages this message of unity and prosperity and sort of joint happiness, if I can say. And it's just wonderful. I'm happy. Thank you for inviting me. And I hope the concert is wonderful.
Thank you, Alexandra. So now we're ready. I think we will open it for questions to our 3 guests. Pamela, please.
Thank you very much, Lang Lang, Mr. Lopez-Gomez, Ms. Mukiri. Welcome to the UN on UN Day. And for your work, thank you on behalf of the UN Correspondents Association. I'm Pamela Falk from CBS News. My question may be to all of you, but Lang Lang, you came here, as you said, with a message for children. And in a recent interview, you said that you were 90%, your music was 90% practice and 10% talent.
Yes.
Is the message to children practice, practice, practice?
I would say, have fun practice, and have fun practice. That's the message. Yeah. Yeah. For me, obviously, we sometimes love practice, and sometimes we, I wouldn't say we hate, but we get bored, And I think, like today is so much fun because I don't think everybody will get bored because everybody is playing with everybody for the first time, and everyone has something to say from their own culture when they play, the instruments together, from Kenya, from Venezuela, from everywhere, from China, from USA, and in the same time, that we all realize that actually music brings us to much more closer, heart to heart, and makes the distance much smaller. And this is why, after playing chamber music, after playing four hands music, we feel the love between ourselves. And so I think really, that's the right feeling. And, sometimes practice can be boring, but, once we get connected, it's actually we get upgraded.
Thank you very much.
Please.
Hi, I'm Anna from Museum, Armenia. Welcome to everybody, and thank you very much for this beautiful initiative. I just wanted to ask you all, what is music for you? How did you choose your profession? And also your UN involvement, your UN activities. Which part of your legacy, your life, would you consider that? And what kind of expectations do you have? Thank you.
Sure. You want to talk about what music is, maybe the first question, and then I can
Yeah. Music is a way of self-expression, because when you can't find the words, when you can't find the motivation, when you can't find the meaning, it's easier to try and show someone what you're trying to say, to try and show, hey, this is what I'd like to tell you. And music is a way, it can be interpreted, it can be understood. And it's just a way to free yourself from the things that may bind you.
Oh my God, this is a tough question because
conductors are,
yeah. Because music has been around me since I was 6 years old. So I cannot imagine my life without music. But also, I consider myself a very lucky man because I was born in a country with a wonderful music program that is El Sistema, that they bring to me all the opportunities. I played many years violin in an orchestra, in a children's orchestra, then in a youth orchestra. Then, I don't know, I think because life, I became in a conductor, but when I was 80 years old, I didn't realize that I'm going to be a conductor, no? But I think music is the most direct connection with God, I think so, with this spiritual meaning that is different for many people, but we can feel it. And I think the music is this special connection with this, with our soul. And Maestro Lanlan said something very important, that when you connect, when you are playing with another musician, you are one soul. And if you connect heart to heart, I think if the world would work like an orchestra, like chamber music, like an ensemble, that you have to listen each other, you have to share, you have to have the same speech, I think the world would be even better. So I think music is all for me. I don't know. I think this is a very, trivial answer, but it's what I feel, because music is my life. I think so.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Oh, maybe I just say the UN part, yeah? Yeah, I mean, this is the most beautiful, music is your life, it's our life, and I hope music is your life. So I hope through music we all get connected on, musical internet, outer space. Anyway, as UN, the messenger of peace, my job is very clear. I like to work with the great UN to build more schools. And our focus very focused on education, building schools, building music, building culture aspects. And that will be always our goal. And I will always, try to work very closely with UN under great people, like this wonderful gentleman standing here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so that's my goal. Yeah.
Matthew?
Sure. Thanks a lot. Matthew Lee, Inner City Press. On behalf of the Free UN Coalition for Access, thanks for the briefing and in advance for the concert. I wanted to ask a kind of a different kind of a question. Sure. I wanted to ask, because you're a messenger of peace, there's been a lot of media coverage in the last couple of days about a case against the UN for inadvertently bringing cholera to Haiti through its peacekeepers. And they've basically, the UN has refused to answer the case, has said that it's immune, that in order to continue to do its good works, it has to be immune from this case. I wanted to know if you've heard of the case, if you have any view for what the UN should do when it makes a mistake, and if there's anything that you can think of other than this, if you want to answer this part of it, that the UN could do better, in your view, since you've been working with the system since 2004. Is there anything, whether it's the Security Council in Syria, whatever it might be, what do you think the UN could do better on this UN Day? Thank you.
First of all, I mean, I'm very sorry, but I was not aware of the concern. Actually, this is the first time I heard today, so I'm sorry about that. I was not updated. For me, I think because I've been to UN before as UNICEF, ambassador for already more than 10 years. So I've been, I have been to a lot of meetings, and what I can say is that in this organization, everybody is trying really hard to make things work. It's just like, when you play a piece, we are really trying everything to make every note audible, heardable. But sometimes in the reality, we sometimes need more time to digest. And sometimes we need more time, maybe to taking some rubatos, let the air goes in. So it's not that easy, that I can tell you. And but the willingness in this room, I think, is there. That's what I can absolutely say that. Yeah.
Thank you. Please.
Thank you. My name is Abadi. I'm from the
Can you use the microphone?
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you. My name is Abadi from the paper Le Dossier. Thank you very much for this briefing and what you have expressed so far. You use, as artists, or musicians, you use music for two purposes, as I understand them. One is to connect the world, and the other one is to convey the message of peace. So I'm going to ask you this question. In your travels, in your being in your own communities or other communities, one, do you find enough debate of the concept of peace? And two, do you think there are enough songs regarding peace? Thank you.
Yeah. First of all, I think, of course, maybe the question. For me, we actually don't use music, or music using us. We are actually playing the music to try to connect world in a better ways. And I do believe that, as Manuel said, that when you are making music, like tonight, we will get a beautiful feeling between each other because our soul get connected. Through great music, like Tchaikovsky, like great Bernstein, all those great music. And I do believe that in today's world, in classical music world concerns, we need better composition. I mean, not better, but more wonderful compositions. And because I think our today's audience are not so familiar with the contemporary music theme in classical music, not in the pop or hip hop, but in the classical music, we are really trying to encouraging young composers, to compose more things, and UN Day is a perfect, example, So I hope next year there's the big UN 70th anniversary. So I hope there will be some new work commissioned specially for the UN Day for the world peace for 70 years anniversary. So.
And we have time for one more question. You, please.
My name is Han Yingwu with the CCTV. My question is for Lang Lang. We know that you're going to perform with 80 young people tonight. Can you tell us how did you select them and your experiences performing with them, maybe rehearsal before?
Yes. So I must say, I want to thank this man, Manuel. He, and of course my new dear friend from Kenya. That first of all, they are willing to participate. Another thing is, we have this big help through my foundation with the ecosystem from Venezuela and the whole, South America, Latino America division of their system, which they have incredible big numbers of kids, which I work with from some of the orchestras, but Manuel is working with them every day. So so he helped us with the whole system to inviting a lot of great young musicians from that part of the world, and then we also worked with music conservatories like Manhattan School of Music, which is also a very good friend of us. They also selected wonderful musicians from all over the world, selected by Manhattan School of Music. And then we also, get musicians from Asia and from Africa. So then, we have every part of the world, and of course, including Europe as well, and Australia. So we have every part of the continent ready. And also, social media became a big part of this. I heard most of them on YouTube, on internet downloading channels, and same as when we are selecting our piano prodigies, it's the same thing that we are Of course, we have a great artistic committees around the world, but we also have a now what we call social media channel, which we can have access to their playing in a very beautiful and quick way. And then, if we like them, we will have them, in audition, and face to face. Yeah.
Thank you. And you heard that they haven't even had the chance to practice. So we have to move back to the General Assembly where they have their first on-stage practice. And you're welcome to actually come there, I think, at 1:10 if you wish. So. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say, yeah, because the very important thing was 2 days ago, actually 3 days ago, I met all of them in a performance in New York. And then 2 days ago, we had a first rehearsal. I never seen any youth orchestra. I mean, they are so hungry to make music. You know what I mean? Like so hungry, not angry, okay. Hungry to make music. And I remember when our maestro, when I start with my left arm, try to inspire them a little bit, they were all like breathing with us. It's going to be a great concert. I can tell you that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. We go this way.
Thank you. And the Sunday morning from CBS is
yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, great. It's really one of the classics.
Thank you.
We have to go.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, maybe not this time, but next time. Yes. All right. Thank you.